Hello. I just wanted to check in and do a 6 month auntie video. Figured because it's a pretty, it's one of those month numbers that are a pretty big deal. Although since I had surgery, I'm actually only really 5 months auntie, so I had to go off 2 weeks prior and stay off 2 weeks after. So. I actually got to do my shot on Christmas, which was pretty awesome. And yeah, so I'm happy to report that on that month off, I did not feel a big kind of downswing or anything in my mood, which is really good and I was pleased by. So now it's just kind of back to normal. Not that it ever wasn't. Yeah, 6 months on T. I don't know. I don't really have that much to say. I feel like, facial hair is coming in some. You probably can't see it on the camera at all, but definitely mostly in the chin area, and then sideburns are coming down a little more. More hair, just very gradually. Hair is just kind of increasing on, my legs and arms, kind of starting from here near my wrist up. Actually, my chest I'm noticing some chest hairs, which is pretty cool, and very faint, but definitely some longer hairs there. Yeah, so it's really interesting. Kind of having that moment of realization where it's, I'm on T, I had my top surgery, and those are really the two things that I plan to do in my transition. So, in that way, I'm kind of, like, my biggest hurdles are behind me. Obviously, in the future, just thinking, I think there's different opinions on this, but just thinking ahead and kind of safety and health risks of being on testosterone and still having female reproductive organs. Thinking about in the future, the possibility of a hysterectomy, etc. But it's not really a pressing issue right now. So it's something that's kind of in my 5-year plan, or, I'm going to really start thinking about it in that many years, but I'm not making any moves or any big plans to take care of that any sooner. Work is good. My boss is getting a little better about my pronouns and stuff. People at work are great about it for the most part, and yeah, I pass 100% in public, so that's never an issue. One thing I have noticed that's interesting is men in public spaces, like in public interactions with men, it seems they almost want my acknowledgement more so than any other time of my life, right? Like, say I have a male server, like I went and grabbed a burger and fries, and I had a male server, and both of the guys that served me were very big on eye contact, me very much acknowledging them acknowledging me, and going about my meal. Meanwhile, prior to this, it just wasn't that way. It was just an interesting kind of subtlety. Sorry, that I noticed. Yeah. It's also interesting to kind of be one of the boys at work. In that I feel like my male counterparts feel more open to discussing their kind of personal lives and experiences with me now. Yeah. So yeah, 6 months. I mean, nothing too crazy to update on, but I did want to get a face shot and a voice shot and